All right, I'm just gonna do my review for today. I only traded really one trade, so it was on GameStop. So we had a opening range that was put in, and then we had volume on the opening range break. Comes up and does a 3 green candle retest on lower volume. Comes almost into VWAP and then fails on even higher volume. So I just entered on the prior bar breaks, and then I exit on this multi-bar sort of consolidation. So this was an exit on the 2-minute chart, and then I took half here, and then I was thinking about taking more into this area here, and I'll just throw up the 2-minute here. And so you see that it was coming into the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. And so since it was so close to, so this was actually the 5-minute here, it was so close to the VWAP. So, and this was my break even as well on the trade. So I was just giving it to see what it's going to do at VWAP and see if it offered a VWAP continuation. It did offer one. I didn't love it. I did call it out in a chat room, but I didn't take it myself. So this was a clean entry on a break of trend, opening below the 9 EMA. After it didn't touch, sorry, this is a sort of a gray area for VWAP continuation. So definitely would have used 10% here, and then your risk to reward is about 1 here. So yeah, but you did get a nice flush. It just come rebid right back up though. But this would have been a decent trade. I shouldn't take it because I haven't been trading very well recently, and I'm just trying to get green and put in a solid day. But this was a pretty solid trade. But because I was looking at VWAP continuation, and I was also looking at this 9 EMA on the 5-minute, it comes up and touches it, and then fails really hard. So this was just a 1 candle all the way back down. So this was a very clean. So I took a quarter off of the position into this flush through this 1950 where there was a lot of bidders, and then I took another half off into the just a prior bar break after it rebid. So we got a lot of volume here, and it didn't really go down as much as I thought it would considering the volume we had. So I just covered half, and then I covered another. So I actually just left the trading. I quit trading. I'm just putting stops, and so I just put a stop at the 9 EMA break on the 5-minute, and then I put another stop back above the prior low. After this, I moved my stop down to the prior low of this VWAP sort of retest, where it really should have failed from. This was a pretty clean, I think, trend here. So then it fails, and I thought it was going to fail and go low day. But it did a pretty good job of holding 20 here and kind of reclaimed. So this is where we're at now. I thought it was going to, maybe close low day or just trend lower all day, but it didn't do that. And so I just got stopped out for the remaining of the position for close to break even. But this was a very solid trade for me. I actually took an earlier entry in the pre-market as well. So this was just throw this up on maybe the 5-minute. So you see that this was my 2150 stop. And so I entered here in the pre-market, stop above here. And so, yeah, I had a pretty decent size into this move and was able to capture a pretty good size of I almost got bottom tick here. So I think that was a pretty clean exit. So that was my only trade today. I made almost $100 today, which is great because I cut my size in half. So if I wouldn't have done that, I might have had a pretty decent day today. But I've been having a pretty significant downtrend over the past few days. So kind of dug myself a hole for the month. And so just want to put in maybe 2 solid green days, show that I'm trading really well, and then I'll size back up. So yeah, selectivity today was an A. Mic check. Right, good morning, everyone. Today I've had a lot of, I guess, issues lately. I'm on a 4-day down streak, which is quite unusual. And I'm down a lot. I've been placing bigger bets and I've been down on those bets. So I've actually reduced my risk by half today until I can start seeing some consistency come back in, get green, up a couple of green days. Right now I'm short from the pre-market on GME. They had earnings today. Stop is at 21.51. Been short since the pre-market back over here. So just short into the open. There's a nice opening range break on GameStop. We'll look for a second chance off the opening range break. We have volume confirmation, which also lines up to the pre-market level. Where like the volume's missing, gone GameStop here. So we have volume confirmation, opening range break. Lower volume back up. This is 45. So I'm looking for a loss of 24. Second chance off of the opening range break. So this is 46. 3 candle move up. Oh man. Now we're at 53. So I actually need to clear this because I did 103. So 53. Now I want to do 103 shares, quantity. Burger price is going to be 155. Oh, now this actually looks clean on the 2-minute as well. Sort of clean. It's also the 9 EMA on the 2-minute. And as per the second chance, I will exit half on a 2-bar break on the 2-minute. So it's 2-bar break, but it's on the 2-minute, so 1-bar break. And let's see if we can just start getting some momentum following the 9 EMA. We have 20 big bids at 20 right now. Let's see if we can get a break at 20. And we're actually increasing our vol. So we started at like 5, and now you can see this R vol is really ramping up. Bids are really getting hit, and this should drop. So 20 printed, and then might get like a pretty decent flush. A lot of volume here on the 2-minute. And so just holding for a 2-bar break on the 2-minute. ATM's not really tradable. Apple and Tesla's ideas are not working out. So GME is the only one that is trading well. So we do have a 2-bar break right here. So I need to exit. Oh no. I fucked up. It's like hard to manage my, because I have 2 trades on right now. So I want to exit half of my last strategy. And maybe I shouldn't, because interesting. So it did get a flush, and then it did break above that level, which I think systematically I would exit half there on the 2-bar break. So we're back at 20. The thing is, I have 109 or 103. So I would need to exit 51 shares. So it should be, once it starts working, which it did here, then exit on a 2-bar break, which it did on the next bar. So, and right now it's just kind of holding the 9 EMA, so I don't think any reason to exit there. It's kind of interesting how this is the second largest volume of the day when on the 2-minute it's actually a red bar. So the low of the day is 91. So I think if it gets back above 205, I'm going to have to take half here. So ideally this would flush here, holding below the 9 EMA. Holding it very cleanly, and this is 91. So betters at 91, and then they should get hit, and this should drop pretty hard. If it does, I want to see a volume come in. So it hasn't dropped yet. It's a lot of market orders going through. Okay, so now that I think we got some overextension, bids are really starting to get hit now. Now we can start to think of 2-minute bar break. Still holding the 90 EMA very cleanly on the 1 minute. Volume starting to come in. Alright, so I just took half there on this rebid candle. And I'll take the second half, holding above the 9 EMA, which basically I want to exit this trade. So this would be so 29. So just holding for the 9 EMA reclaim. On the 2 minute. So holding the 9 EMA on the 1 minute, and then on the 2 minutes, coming into the 9 EMA. There's a pop into the 9 EMA on the 2 minute. So now we have a nice level to go off of here. So 2018. And so my original entry was 2086. say here. And then now we have a level to go off of on the 9 EMA. This is 2018. Then I'm going to just have my stop here for the 29 shares. Okay, so it's $20.18 is my stop for. Basically, I have two stops. This is my original pre-market entry, which was based on this loss of the of 21 back in this pre-market level here, where I had my stop at 21.50. Moved it to break even since it's gone in my favor, and then I also played a second chance off for the opening range break, which we got volume confirmation. Which I took off for the 1 minute. See that volume come in. Then it came up into the 9 EMA, touches the 9 EMA, and then does a 2-bar break where it just gets short. Second chance till we got some momentum on a rebid candle. And so right now I have my stop here. This is 2018. Trying to be really patient with it, giving it some room to move around. Meanwhile, you have EKQ that's being super choppy. Gross. Just have my stop right now above this, because I think this area was a big area where it sold off from. So I have my stop, so it's going to have to hold a 9 EMA, which has not have been able to done so far on the 2 minute, and then get back above this level. And then this will put me at 29 shares. QQQ is rebidding. And it's done a double bottom here, this sort of rubber band area. And the idea, if it comes back into VWAP, I have to give it another few cents, but so the question is this thing going to do a VWAP continuation? Is it going to just sort of fade all day and not get back above, not get back into VWAP? Is it going to be able to do a reversion and get a lot of momentum above VWAP? We're back at 20 here, and we also have the 90 MA on the 5 minute, which is at 2019, which is currently basically my stop. I have 29 shares. Volume is really low now. Hitting the bids again, below 20. So another high or lower high that has been put in, potentially here at 2110. All right, so open above the 90 MA on 2-minute. Volume has really gone flat. And you could probably draw a trend here like that. The 5-minute, 2-minute. And so I would say, hey, this needs to get volume. So this is 2018. And at this point, I think I just have to give it, my original entry was 27. I think I just have to give it the extra 2 cents. This is coming into the 90 MA on the 5-minute. And it's potentially doing a double top here at 2018. Basically have another 10 cents into VWAP. I'm looking this for a, so it's got above the 90 MA. We have this clear area here of support and resistance. So I think if it does come in and hit the VWAP, then I think we have a VWAP continuation that sets up, and then I would want to see it get below this 2013 area, and then loss of the 90 MA 2-minute, and then loss of this trend as well. And right now it's just coming right into the 90 MA on the 5-minute. Very low volume pullback into VWAP, which is what you want to see. 2029. Mm-hmm. So we did have a 5 minute. This is 20. Also $20 again. Probably could hit it. Don't love it the way it's set up. You would want it to come into 2028 and at least touch it. Came very close. Looks like it's starting to fail now. We get a new candle here in 3 seconds. So you could have a stop here. And then on the loss of 20, you could hit it. So loss of 20, you could hit it for a VWAP C. The volume comes back in. I would only give 10% to this idea because it did not actually touch VWAP. And here you got like a 5-bar volume break. So for this trade, it really has to continue. So imagine your stop is here. You entered here. So this is about a 1 hour trade for you, maybe. So really, it does need to start to go lower and fast. Volume profile looks really clean on the 5 minute. Hues are like melting. Down 15% right now, 15.5%. This is this reactionary low where it rebid off with a 2-minute, and so you can see that it's attempting to do it again. Probably shorts covering. Bids are getting hit. Volume is coming in. Bids are getting hit, so we're going to have a multi-bar break here. Coming into low of day, this is 1970, double bottom. So following the 90 MA, basically transition to the 90 MA to exit this trade. And so this is a second chance. So I took it on a 2-bar break here. Gets back above 90 MA. So we get another flush. And just this, like nothing is screaming, take profits. It's probably going to hold below VWAP all day. $19.50. A lot of bids at $19.50. 1950 dropped. Volume came in. Second highest volume. It's like maybe the third highest volume candle of the day, and it barely dropped. A lot of buying here. Okay, so I just took half of the second chance position. E6. Stop line prices invalid. I don't know why it says invalid. It's down 17%. Rebid candle again. So it's 54. I'll take half on 54. This will be half of my original position. So now I'm at 46% or 46 shares. Then probably I'll just set a stop for a trailing stop for above this lower high, and then also above the 9 EMA. On the 2 minute.